Hi everyone, welcome back to my sewing studio on this kind of yucky rainy day. It's a great day to be inside playing with fabric. I'm Lisa from Pink Holly Bush Designs, where we talk everything sewing and smocking. And today I want to tell you a little bit about the fabric store Fabric Mart, located in Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania. Now, I had the privilege of being able to stop there a couple weeks ago on my way home from a sewing retreat I was at down in Virginia with some girlfriends, and I decided I'd go the longer route and treat myself to stopping at Fabric Mart on the way home. By the way, Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania is located right outside of Reading, if that in Lancaster County, if that helps you with location a little bit. It might not have been the wisest choice. I ended up in blizzards and some whiteouts and had to calm myself down by spending 2 hours in the fabric store because I had just heard on the radio that there was a 60-car pileup on Route 81. But I calmed myself down, did some serious damage in the fabric store, and then managed to get safely home to Connecticut later that day. It was a little bit of a wild ride, but everything turned out fine, so that was great. But let me tell you a little bit about Fabric Mart. It is what is known in the industry as a jobber. If you're not familiar with the term jobber, a jobber is the true middleman in the fabric and garment industry. They are buying fabric from the mills, from the converters, from the garment manufacturers, usually in much larger quantities than a fabric store typically would. And then they are packaging that and selling it off in smaller quantities to the fabric stores. The difference with Fabric Mart is they're buying those larger quantities and then they are selling it direct to us, the home sewist. So it's a great way to pick up some really beautiful fabric. The fabric, because of that, is all different kinds. You never know what you will find, and of course different quality as well, depending on who they're purchasing it from. So you can get some really high-end designer fabric and then some more, run-of-the-mill things as well. But they have great prices. I think this is what the garment district used to be like years ago in New York City. You still can find some absolutely beautiful fabrics in New York City and things you would not probably find anywhere else, but you don't usually find great bargains there. I think just having to pay Manhattan rents probably stops that. But Fabric Mart, being where it is in Lancaster County, Reading, Pennsylvania, they do most of their sales online, so even if you're nowhere near Pennsylvania, it's a great place to check out. I will put the link down in the show notes. But of course, it's wonderful when you can get there and actually feel the fabrics for yourself. So I was able to do that, so let me show you what I found. So first up, I have this beautiful linen rayon blend, and I just love the color, the kind of pinky coral, and the whole sort of toile feel of the fabric. It isn't sheer, so make a great dress, or even I could see this as a pair of pants for the summer as well. But the minute I saw this, I knew it was going to be a Fira dress. I've had this pattern and I've wanted to try it since it came out last fall, and but I don't need it in the fall here in Connecticut. It will be perfect for this summer, and so I'm looking forward to making this up for myself. by the way, Fabric Mart has some really beautiful linens. So if that is something you're looking for, there's a good chance you might find something there. So I have another linen to show you, and this is 100% linen. A little bit sheer, so if I do make this into a dress, it will have to have some sort of lining or slip. I'm not quite sure what this one is going to be. It's just, it was my colors, very simple pattern, and I thought it would just make something really beautiful and sophisticated. So that's another woven that I ended up with. Then this is just a simple cotton, but I'm hoping you can see, again, a little bit sheer, actually quite sheer. So this will need some sort of lining, but I actually could see smocking this. It has a little bit of a gold, I don't know if you can see that metallic thread in it, and I think this would just be beautiful smocked up for something for Christmas. So I don't know, we'll see what I'm going to do with that, but I'm excited to give that a try probably a little bit later in the year. So now for knits. So the first thing I found was this French terry, and it's kind of a little avant-garde. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but again, I just thought it was kind of fun. You can see the texture there on the back and the smooth on the front, and it just has a little bit of stretch, not a whole lot, and only on the cross grain. So, but I still think really kind of be fun to do something a little bit different. So if you have any ideas for me, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what patterns you would use to make something out of this fabric. Next up is this great navy blue and white Liverpool knit. Navy is my neutral color. I'm not usually a big fan of black. I go for the navy every time. I just thought this would be just look great made up as a Belgravia knit dress by Liesl & Co. as well. It's got a little bit more substance to it, which I think will work well with that pattern, and I think would be a nice transition dress before it gets real hot in the summer. So I'm hoping to get that one made for myself. The last knit I picked up was this, which was described as a sweater knit. I don't anticipate making a sweater out of it. I think it would be great for just a nice, pretty, lightweight, summery neutral top. I'm trying to be better about making some neutrals for myself. I tend to go for, those beautiful prints every time, but I think this, with its kind of a vanilla color, which is a good color on me, not the real white, and I thought this would just be a fun neutral top. So again, if you have any suggestions, I would love one. So we'll see what I end up doing with that. And the last thing I picked up were buttons. Lots of buttons. So these were from, it says right on it that they were from the El Tahari sewing studio. If you can see maybe there that they have the sizes and the colors. They were $20 a box. So as you can see, I'm well equipped with buttons for a while. I really like, since I'm so much for children's clothes, they're the smaller size buttons. Of course, all different colors of blues and greens, which I will get a lot of use out of. And these are kind of reds to pinks. So, and some coral as well. So, not quite sure what I'm doing with them, but just thought that it would be great to have in the shop. And it's, or I should say in my studio, not the shop. They're not for sale. It's just often so hard to find good buttons and to find enough of them. If you're making something that needs 7 or 8 buttons, trying to find that many in the fabric stores around here all we have is our Joann's or Hobby Lobby is very difficult. So I grabbed these when I saw them. So check out Fabric Mart when you have a chance. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on videos where you get to see some of the fun things I make with these beautiful fabrics. Thanks so much for joining me today, and happy sewing!